Probably guess, we are at the Kennedy Space Center. We just pulled into the parking lot and it's windy as all get out today, so if there was going to be a launch, it'd probably be scrubbed. No launch today, but we are going to head on in and check this place out.
Yay! We sold our house along with almost everything we owned, and we packed up the RV to live a lifestyle on the road. Now we're free from sticks and bricks and that old life we used to know. Come and join on our adventures, all the places that we'll go. And living in the RV is sublime. Destination Fulltime.
What do you think?
I think it's amazing.
Look at all these rockets. All right, first thing up. What are we doing? First thing.
We're gonna do the bus tour.
First thing we're gonna do is a bus tour. So let's go load up on a bus and do a tour.
The Vehicle Assembly Building, or VAB, is a national landmark that remains a central element of NASA's plans to launch people and equipment deep into space on missions of exploration.
All right, we're at the Apollo section. We're gonna go in and check out these Apollo missions.
This is the firing room, launch control for the Apollo missions. This is not a mock-up. These are the very consoles we sat at when men first took off to fly to the moon. The tragedy of Apollo 1 had put us a year and a half behind. We were making up for it in one big leap, and we were doing it with a rocket that no man had ever flown before. It was a few days before Christmas, 1968, when Apollo 8 sat on the pad. She was the first of a new kind. You are now in the final minutes before the launch of Apollo 8, right here where it actually happened. Mankind is about to leave his planet behind and journey to another. It is one of those rare moments when history is not being made, destiny is being embraced.
This is launch control, T-minus 3 minutes and counting. We have completed our communications checks with the Apollo 8 astronauts in the cabin, and the communications are go. 20 seconds, all aspects. We are still go at this time. T-minus 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Your ignition sequence start. The engines are on. 4, 3,
about that?
Oh, that was so cool. I got chill bumps.
Yeah, that's pretty. This thing's freaking
You
huge.
could feel it.
Yeah, this thing's awesome.
This rocket is huge. This is sped up 400% while walking the length of this machine.
Pretty amazing to think. It's pretty amazing to me that all those years ago we went to the moon and did this. It's pretty stinking cool. So I think this is the closest you can get, which is like 3 miles away. But it's pretty good ways out there. Let's step inside the NASA vault.
The shuttle is a ship like no other. The world's first reusable spacecraft carrying astronauts into orbit. Atlantis launched for the first time on October 3, 1985. Her final mission, also the final Space Shuttle program mission, carried more than 9,400 pounds of spare parts, spare equipment, and other supplies to the ISS, including 2,677 pounds of food. It also brought back nearly 5,700 pounds of unneeded materials from the station back to Earth. Atlantis completed 33 missions and logged more than 126 million miles and 307 days in space. Atlantis measures 122.17 feet long, roughly the size of 3 40-foot-long school buses parked end to end.
Ready to do the flight simulation?
And just like all of our adventures, we can't get away from an RV. Well, we've watched movies,
Yep.
we've watched simulators, or been in simulators, watched IMAX movies,
Yep.
looked
Learned.
at displays, learned all kind of stuff, looked at Mars rovers, and now it's time to go home. We've been to the final frontier and back, and now it's time to return to TTO, the real final frontier.
Nanu nanu.
Yes, nanu nanu. Final thoughts. Worth it?
Totally worth it.
Yeah, it's a great way to spend the day. I would say it's definitely worth it.
Learn a lot.
Learn a lot about space and
Exploration.
exploration and what they're going to do in the future.
Right.
That's the cool thing is they got a lot of plans
new
that
frontier.
Yeah, they got a lot of plans for things on Mars and back to the moon and things I wasn't really aware of. So it was a great day. We're headed back. And don't forget, until next time, we hope that you find your next.
Destination.
Thanks for watching.
And living in the RV is sublime. Destination full time.